Hi guys, and I just want to welcome you in this really beautiful space at Captain Amsterdam. And today I want to talk about my new road bike, which is like behind me. And I was like struggling during these 2 years when I was like racing on my gravel bike and also do some training. That finally I made the decision that I'm like kind of tired of like switching wheel sets. Like the geometry of my gravel bike wasn't perfect for long distance rides, and also I want to do more like strength training during the week, but also couple of like races on my list, which is like bike packing or ultra races on the road. So I think this bike behind me was like the perfect match, and I will just explain you why I choose this brand, why I choose this model, and what was like the most important thing for me to get this bike. And yeah, I will just explain you this in a minute. Okay, so this is my choice. It's Specialized Roubaix Com with the SRAM Rival E-Tap from 2022, and as you can see, it's really beautiful bike, beautiful color, and I'm really excited to ride this bike. But if you're really interested about the specs, you can check like online, but I would just like give you some like points why I choose this bike and why I made actually this choice, because there was like a couple of reasons. So yeah, let's jump to this, and yeah, let's see if you will be interesting to get like this kind of like bike for yourself. So my first point on the list was a budget, and I just came to my friends from Captain shop in Amsterdam, and I said to them that my budget is like from 3,000 to 4,000 euros, and they said like for this price I can have like the bike from 2022, which is like fine for me because most of the brands, they like changing the colors of the new bike every year or maybe add some extra components. But for me, year doesn't matter. It's really nice and solid bike that I think I will have like a lot of adventure, and at least this bike will stay with me for like 3-4 years. So I don't have to change anything at all in this bike. So maybe in like couple months or like year or two I will add some extra components, but for now I don't need it. I'm happy with my choice, and I think for this budget it was like the great decision. And also I want to thank you them to just like support me with my choice. So the second position on my list, finally I wanted to try the electric Groupset, and I spoke with my bike mechanics and they recommend me to go with the SRAM Rival E-Tap, because they said that if I want to do like some races and also like some climbing, in their opinion SRAM it's a really great solution if I need like really smooth and like fast gear switching. So I just give it a try, and I'm kind of curious because first time I will be riding with the electric Groupset, so I also have to like learn how to use this like thing properly. And I'll be also honest with you, I'm like a little bit scared, but I think it's also a great solution. The only thing that I was like kind of worried about like the battery life, but also the guy said that first of all this Groupset is like wireless, so you don't have like any cables going inside the frame. And the second thing is that you can always like switch the batteries between your front shifter and back shifter, so it's also a great solution for me. And I think the battery life sometimes, like what my friends from cycling club said, it can be also like the half year, depends how often you're using your bike. So kind of curious about to check this thing, and yeah, let's see how it goes. So this bike has a suspension in the front, and this is why I decided to go with it. And I'm just kind of curious about this future shock system from Specialized. This is the version 2, and a lot of people told me that they have like the gravel bikes with this system, and also the bike mechanic said like if you have this system on your road bike, you can go even with the like kind of soft gravel during your trainings or even races. And I know all around Europe there are like some road races, bike packing races that you have to go on like smooth gravel, so this is like the perfect solution. And I'm just kind of curious to test this, especially like here in the Netherlands there's like some road section that you have to cross this like parks with like soft trails. So yeah, let's see how it goes. And this is also like the special model called Roubaix, so yeah, maybe one day I will also test this bike on the road that had like the name on it. And the last thing from the list is flexibility of this bike, because my friends from the service said that you can easily also use this bike on a really soft gravel. So if you like switch your tires to the gravel, like thin one, you can easily go for like really fast gravel training. And so for me was like also kind of point that, you know, even if I'm like traveling somewhere and probably in the future I want to do some like holidays with my bike, and if I knew it that there's like some gravel sections around these beautiful roads that I want to like ride with this bike, having like extra wheel set for a gravel, it can be also like a good solution, because I did the same with my gravel bike, that every time when I went with my gravel bike on holiday and I knew it that there's some like road section, I can easily use my bike as a road bike, and that was like perfect solution that I don't have to take like two bikes with me, because also with like all the logistic stuff it can be really annoying. So yeah, that was also important for me. I don't think so right now I will be using this as a gravel bike, but definitely I want to try it, especially like with the suspension in the front. So let's see what future will bring to me, but yeah, the flexibility, it was also important. So that was like the quick intro of my new road bike, and I'm really excited about the bikepacking trip and all the races coming in 2024 with this bike. And I'm really happy that also I got the opportunity to get this bike from friends from Captain here in Amsterdam with like this specific budget. And you have to remember that I am like kind of experienced with cycling, so I was like looking for something which is like flexible and smooth and fast. But you also have to remember that it's all about like different like preferences from the person, and in the end it's like just be on a bike and have like all these adventures instead of like counting the budget. And also like a really cheap bike, it's also a good solution if you want to just like step on the road. I also did that in the past with my gravel bike. So yeah, it's all about to have like all these adventures and enjoy like staying outside. So thank you to being here and watch this video, and see you on the next adventure.